Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 19 Team of the Season player review, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the 88 rated Team of the Season moments SBC Clement Lenglet. His card looks pretty awesome and he did cost me in the region of 70,000 coins to complete his SBC, and in the 4 games that I played him with he didn't score me any goals or get me any assists, and he does have a 4-star weak foot as well as 2-star skill moves. Moving along to seeing him stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 88 strength, his 96 marking, his 88 reactions, and finally his 87 slide tackle. And I did have the Catalyst cam stat applied to this Team of the Season moments SBC Lenglet. Now, this card looks pretty interesting. According to Footbin, he's coming in at scratch at around 130,000 coins. In return for completing that, obviously you're given this Team of the Season moments Lenglet along with 2 packs, that being a Rare Electrum Players pack and a Mega pack, which was to be expected really, as like the reward packs to get for completing the different segments. But I look at this card and I think part of him looks interesting, part of him looks average. Now, when I say that, let me explain. Obviously, 90 defending and 86 physical is decent, but no one can sit here and say that's mind-blowing for this stage of FIFA, because it isn't. You know, don't get me wrong, 90 defending is fantastic, obviously, but there's plenty of cards that got 90 defending. You know, it's not something unique to this card, far from that. Having said that, his pace is very good for a centre-back. His passing is also very good for a centre-back in the sense of his 89 short passing also is very good long passing. His dribbling is very good for a centre-back with that 88 reactions, the 85 ball control, the 82 composure. So on the whole, it looks a pretty decent card, and I have to say, in game I really enjoyed him. I thought he was a great card. I will say straight off the bat as well, 100% good value for money for doing this card as well. Only 284 rated squads with only 1 inform needed to be submitted into those teams as well, and I think maybe like 1 Barcelona player or something like that. So the requirements are pretty decent, to be fair, and I'm going to try and compare him a little bit to 95 Ramos, because a few people might sit here and say, well, you reviewed that 95 Ramos SBC I've got a couple of days ago. Is he as good as Ramos? My answer to that would straight away be, no, he isn't as good as him, but he's not a million miles away from that Ramos card. That card was just insane, but I think this Lenglet, if you can't afford the Ramos card, is a very good, cheaper alternative. I thought he was very solid. Getting into his first pro, it will be his pace, 79 acceleration and 81 sprint speed with the Catalyst cam stat. Pretty much those are both going into the very low 90s. Yeah, he was quick, could keep up with one game he matched up against the Eusebio and against 96 Red Aubameyang. Now, I got slaughtered in that. Well, I say I got slaughtered. I got beat like 3-1 or something like that. But this was Division 2 as well for Rivals, which is, I'm struggling with Division 2. I'm struggling to play the game on it, to be honest. But even against them, he was able to keep up with them and stuff like that, which was not on every occasion, obviously, because Aubameyang's at like 99 pace, but the way, you know, times where he keep up with very, very quick players and stuff like that, his pace for a centre-back is very, very good. It's noticeable that it's very, very high compared to most of the centre-backs that I've used and stuff like that. So, yeah, pace definitely, he can keep up with a lot of quick attackers and stuff like that, which is obviously very good. His second pro will be his tackling as well, 88 stance tackle, 87 side tackle. Some people may say it's better to maybe look to put a chem style to pretty much max out his defending, but using it in-game with just the regular defensive stats that he's got, I thought was still pretty solid in-game. His stance tackle in particular, absolutely brilliant. He made countless amounts of them in game. It was just insane. Just such a solid centre-back card. Really, really did impress me. I didn't expect this card to be bad, but I didn't expect him to be as good as what he was, because I really, really did think that. But yeah, tackling being the second pro, and then the final one being his strength as well. Let me just quickly check his height. I'm pretty sure he's over 6 foot. He is at 6'1". So he is slightly taller than Ramos by an inch. So it doesn't really matter. And that's if EA got those correct. Sometimes EA get the heights wrong of people, you know, like, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the 88 strength, the 88 aggression, he's good. You know, he's a very, you know, he's obviously a tall centre-back and stuff like that. He can more than muscle opposition players off the ball and stuff like that. It was mainly his tackling, though, and like his interceptions, his mark and stuff like that was probably most impressive to him. But no, strength-wise was still obviously very good, and how he can, you know, defend players from, you know, taking them off the ball and stuff like that, how he can regain position and stuff like that as well. There aren't any cons, so there aren't any other additional pros either. I would say his passing was okay, but at sometimes I'd regain position and I would give sloppy balls away. I don't know if that was just through me playing bad FIFA. It probably was, to be fair, and just panicking as soon as I got the ball and trying to clear it as quickly as possible. But even so, I think you know, he's got 82 composure, so he's going to be composed on the ball. He's got really good ball control for a centre back, which is very rare to have on a centre back. Really good short passing and long passing for the most part as well. Listen, is he as good as the SBC Ramos card? No, he isn't, but if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, he is a very good card to go for. I think, listen, a lot of people might say, well, Ramos has got the exact same pros as Lenglet cards. I'm giving the pros for Lenglet based on his cost of value. Obviously, if he maybe cost like 400 or 500k, I'd be saying maybe his strength was like a bit more average or something like that, But I think for 130,000 coins, I think his pace is exceptional for that amount of coins that you're paying for him. I think his defending is very, very good for the amount of coins you're going to be paying. I think overall, it's a very, very solid Liga card, in my opinion, to personally go for. But anyway, guys, that is going to finish up the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.